Alright, so this is Tiblio, and it's an amazing online service that helps you find the best trading opportunities. They have multiple different screeners for credit spreads, bull and bear squeezes with a lot of trading activity, option sweeps to follow large trades and big money moves, and a lot more for your different trading strategies. There's a trading board so you can log all your trades as soon as you enter. You're gonna get real-time alerts sent straight to your phone and get a good idea of your percentage of wins and losses. You're gonna get access to fast market news on any stock, and that's valuable in itself. But the best feature is the community Discord group, where you can exchange trading ideas and get guidance from the Tiblio team. So you can sign up for $34.95 a month. That's less than a tank of gas, but make sure that you sign up with my link and get your first month for 20% off. All right, so make sure you check out Tiblio. Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Foxtail Digital coming to you again with Black Girl Stocks, and this is a weekly update of what's been going on in the stock market and with the top 3 option plays that we were watching this week. So the 3 stocks that we were looking into were Apple, Advanced Micro Devices, and AER. And if you haven't seen our top 3 option plays video yet, please go ahead and pause this video and go ahead and watch that video right now. Please make sure that you click that thumbs up button. It really helps the channel. Also subscribe and click that notification bell so that you get notified anytime I upload a new video for you guys. All right, and just an update of what's been going on in stock news this week. On Tuesday, the FDA gave the okay for Pfizer boosters for teenagers between ages 12 and 15, and the CDC followed up with that on Wednesday, advising to take it at least 5 months after the second dose of the vaccine. COVID infections hit a weekly average of over 400,000, and that's up 98% from last week. Growing pandemic numbers and out of nowhere strong winter weather, over 3,000 flights got canceled this Monday, and 1,700 were canceled today amongst not just passengers but workers. I can speak from experience about the Omicron staffing shortages. So my friend and I went to the mall this past weekend, and he was so upset that the Nike store was closed. Of course, they have this cute little PR sign, saying one thing, but my friend, he actually got a little bit of tea. Allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly, I don't need them coming for me. There was an outbreak amongst the staff at the store, so that's why they actually closed it down. But you didn't hear that from me. And speaking of outbreaks, the lines were wrapped around the corner for Gucci and Louis Vuitton stores, and you can tell that there were returns because they had bags in the line. And so I was just like, wow, there's so many returns. That's not a good sign. The total value of returned gifts and purchases over the holiday could reach up to $114 billion this year. And studies show that online orders are 3 times more likely to get returned than in-store purchases. And with the pandemic numbers increasing the amount of online shopping, there's going to be a lot of returns. And a lot of retailers extending their return policy deadlines from 30 days to 90 days. It might be a lot harder for stores to resell return seasonal items at full price. That would essentially be coming up at a loss for them. And if you remember, towards the end of December, we were talking about the Fed starting to increase interest rates to lower inflation. A few minutes from their meeting that they had back in December were released on Wednesday, and it kind of showed that already they were signaling a rate increase by March 2022. And when you hear people saying about the Fed reducing their balance sheet, that basically just means lowering their loans and the debts that they took out. Now, we talked before about how the Federal Reserve was buying billions of dollars of bonds every month. I think it was $120 billion a month, if you recall, just to keep the economy afloat during the pandemic. So they're stopping that. That stopping is a part of what the tapering effect is. So it's going to be interesting to see how the market reacts going forward. Okay, that was a whirlwind. Okay, so let's just do a quick update on the option plays that we were looking into for this week. All right, so first up was Apple, and just a heads up, all of these we were bullish on. We were starting this one when Apple was around $182.01. Okay, so we did this on Monday. One thing you'll see is obviously Apple, didn't continue upwards, but what it does look like is it just went ahead and it's continuing in that pattern on this trend. So it's fallen past our 50-day moving average, and it looks like it could, drop lower down to the 200, or it could rebound up and continue in that uptrend. We'll just wait and see with that one. But as far as our entry target, we already saw that Apple was moving up fairly well on Monday. Now going into Tuesday is when we we saw a lot of droppage. Okay, we saw a big fall off. We saw something similar on Wednesday, continued fall off, and Thursday, once again, a continued fall off. So this was definitely a down week for Apple. But like I said, it does look like it continued in that trend. Going into the remainder of the week, I'm interested to see how it uses this down day. The MACD indicator looks like there could be a reversal for it to continue moving upwards, or it could continue, dropping. And it could reach the support at 166, or it could be signaling moving into a downtrend. But I think it might continue moving upwards. So I'm interested to see what happens with Apple. We had an entry around $183, and it briefly touched it during after hours and right before market open on Tuesday, but you'll see that during the actual market open it never reached that. So hopefully nobody got into that trade. No worries there, but this was a no-go for this one, okay? But I just want to see going into the remainder of the week, is it going to continue moving down, or is it going to move back up and continue in that uptrend? You see where we are right now. The RSI is very much so oversold. So hey, we'll see if it has a rebound from that. And next up was AMD. This one, like I said, was also bullish. We were anticipating a breakout above around this 148, 150 range. Now, when we were starting out with AMD was trading at $150.24, okay? And so you'll see on Monday it moved up slightly, but going into the remainder of the week, similar to Apple, it has been a no-go. Very much so oversold in a downtrend. Now, one thing with this one, it looks like it might be forming a downtrend. If it surpassed this support right here at 129 to 130, then that would be a definite indication that it's going into a downtrend. But something that could also happen is it could use that support and move back up and continue, this little triangle trend that it's been in. So that's something that you might see with AMD. So AMD could have a rebound. It's possible. I'd like to see what happens with that. The RSI for this is also oversold. We had an entry around 151, 152. Very briefly reached this on Monday, false breakout, and once again, just barely on market open on Tuesday. And speaking of breakouts, I'm gonna have a video talking about breakouts very soon, so look out for that. These are the type of positions that we were trading. We were anticipating a breakout above a previous resistance point. So I'm gonna have some videos talking about that, and that's why I love having these entry positions, because if it doesn't surpass that, I like to see a candlestick close above our target price. So this one was a no-go for AMD. And the last one is AER, okay? And that's air cap. Now, this one was also bullish. Now, just looking at it from where we are here, you kind of see what we were looking for. We were looking for a breakout above this resistance that we had right here at 68, and even possibly reaching that high of 70 once again. But it looks like it was a little bit too short. It didn't make it there just yet. We had a slight pullback this week. You can kind of see it looks like we're having a slight reversal from this brief pullback. So I want to see what happens with this going into the week. But this one actually did reach our price target. Now, this one was something that was very interesting. It very much so did reach our price target. I did enter that position briefly, but once it started to move below that, that was definitely a good exit signal for that one. So that one was definitely a false breakout. So obviously I'm going to keep these on the watch list and wait to see how they continue to perform. But make sure you guys check out this playlist that I have on option trading, okay? So you can find all of the videos that I have about options, implied volatility, open interest, all of those things in this playlist. So make sure you check this out.